Hey guys, so today we're going to be making a roasted poblano corn chowder. I don't know about you guys, but as the air starts to cool down and the leaves begin to change, I like to make the transition from cool, crisp salads to warm autumn chowders. I live in New England, which has deep cultural ties to chowder, so in this recipe we take a lot of those traditional chowder elements and then we add a few new ones to make it a little bit different. And of course, it will be as Mediterranean diet friendly as I can make it, so let's jump right into this recipe. Welcome to Recipe Hippie. I want to be your #1 source for Mediterranean diet information and inspiration. And if that interests you, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel so I can get more of that information out to you and to people just like you. I also want to note that while I do have a background in physical therapy, I am not a doctor or a dietitian, so please consult with yours before making any changes to your diet. And as always, I will link the full recipe for this video in the description. Let's get right into it. To start, you're going to preheat your oven to 500 degrees Fahrenheit and then adjust your oven rack so that it's directly under the broiler. Next, you're going to carefully cut the corn off of the cob. I do this by placing a small bowl upside down in a larger bowl and holding the corn on top of the upside down bowl while running a knife down the kernels. The kernels will fall right into the larger bowl. Just make sure that you're careful when you're doing this because the corn can slip around a little bit. You want to cut the tops off of the poblano peppers and then slice them in half lengthwise and remove the seeds. Toss the poblano peppers in 1 teaspoon of olive oil and then place them skin side up on a baking sheet. Now you're going to toss the corn kernels in more olive oil and about half a teaspoon of salt and then spread them out on the other side of the baking sheet. Now you're going to place the baking sheet directly under the broiler for 10 to 15 minutes until the poblano peppers start to blister and the corn starts to turn brown. While the poblano peppers are cooking, you want to heat a large Dutch oven over medium-high heat. At this point, most chowders use some sort of bacon or pancetta, and you just throw it into the pot and you cook it until the grease comes out, and then you remove the bacon and then you cook the other ingredients in the grease, like the onions. But since we're trying to make this recipe a little bit healthier, we're going to substitute out the bacon grease for extra virgin olive oil. So once the pot is hot, you're going to add about 1 tablespoon of olive oil and the chopped onions. Saute the onions until they begin to come translucent, which takes about 6 to 8 minutes. When the poblanos and corn are done, you want to take them out of the oven and then take about half of the corn and set it aside. Add the garlic to the onion pot and stir for about 60 seconds before pouring in the broth, half a teaspoon of salt, cubed potatoes, and half of the baked corn. Bring the chowder to a vigorous simmer for 15 to 20 minutes until the potatoes are fork tender. Remove the pot from the heat and stir in the half and half. At this point, you want to use a hand blender to blend the chowder until it's smooth. You can also use a blender, but just make sure that the chowder cools down a little bit to keep it safe. If you want a few potatoes in the chowder, just blend it a little bit less. Chop the poblano peppers into small pieces and add them to the pot, along with the leftover corn, cilantro, and lime juice. If you have anyone in your family that doesn't like cilantro, you can totally substitute it out for parsley. I find that the cilantro really plays an integral part of the flavor of this chowder, but coming from the wife of a husband who thinks that cilantro tastes like soap, I totally understand if you want to substitute it out for parsley. At this point, you're going to want to taste your chowder for salt. The salinity of the broth that you use is going to determine how much salt you're going to need to add. So I usually end up adding about 3/4 of a teaspoon extra of salt, but you want to start out with 1/4 of a teaspoon at a time and then taste it and add more from there because you definitely don't want to oversalt this. Once it's done, you're going to ladle the soup into bowls and sprinkle it with feta cheese. Sprinkle it again with any leftover chopped green onion, corn kernels, poblano peppers, and cilantro. So that's it. It's fairly straightforward and you're left with a hearty and surprisingly bright chowder with hints of tangy lime, spiciness from the poblanos, and creaminess from the cream. On the Mediterranean diet, dairy can be consumed on occasion. There's really no strict rules about that. So I end up using organic heavy cream from grass-fed cows just to get more of the nutrients from it. But I know that there are some people out there that are going to want to not use dairy. So if you're one of those people, you can definitely substitute it out for a organic creamy coconut cream. So that's it, and I really hope that you guys enjoy it. As I mentioned, I will link this full recipe with all of the ingredients and the instructions in the description of this video. And please consider subscribing to my channel so that I can get more of this information out to you and to people just like you. Thanks again, guys. Bye!